So Mister's in the shower. I got most of the, oh, he just asked me if I dosed up. Actually, if you heard him, which I doubt that you did, because I'm on a whole different device. So, and I'm pretty sure I didn't capture it on the recording. But he asked me if I had my appetite together. So I'm going to overdose, which I thought I did. I thought I did overdose. But I don't know if my tolerance is up or what, but it was just, it worked like a GSD dose. And the GSD dose, it doesn't get me super high. It just makes me really productive, super functional if I have some shit to do. Hence, GSD. Whoa! A little too much came out. Actually, a lot too much. Some of y'all know how much is a lot and how much is not. But in case I get brave enough to show y'all how much was in here, that is way too much. At least. This is hot water. I like to chase it with hot water. Can you see the steam? I'm not used to recording on this device, this particular, doing these. I'm not used to recording my kitchen videos with this device anymore. But anyway, generally when I use a cup of hot water to soften it so that I can distribute it, I chase it with said hot water. And the reason why I chase it with said hot water is because it melts the capsule faster and gets into my system faster, and therefore gets into my system faster. But as I just showed you, if I decided to add that into this video, I actually only use half a capsule so that it's still left open. So on top of that, it's open, and I'm drinking hot water behind it to further melt the capsule so that, again, it gets into my stream faster than it normally would. Although the capsules are designed to melt with your body heated saliva anyway. Oh yeah, so basically I don't know what's gonna happen because I thought I double dosed earlier and I didn't get, like I said, I didn't get high. I got GSD high. It had a GSD effect on me. And so that was this morning. Yeah, it's about time for the other one to wear out. Because I was going to say, so now I'm going to have the high that's left over from that one and this overdosed high. This movie is going to be really good or really bad. He said he wanted to watch a scary movie, which pisses me off because I wanted us to watch Us. And he didn't want to watch it because he got to be in the mood for a scary movie. Because really, both of us neither one of us do scary movies, right? Never have our whole lives. But anyway, when Us came out, I wanted us to watch Us, but we never did. So then I saw on social media, I saw that a series called Them was coming out. Yeah, the trailer that they used was one where Karen was harassing the black family as they was minding their business, the black mother and daughter as they was minding their business going into the house. And then the mother came, she sent her daughter up on the porch, and then she went back into her driveway where Karen stood yelling and slapped the shit out of her. So we really wanted to see that part. This is not the Karen movie. This is a series called Them, just FYI, because I don't know any black people who wanted to see Karen or who went and saw it. And I really hope that shit flopped and that y'all lost millions and millions of dollars making that shit, because you know it was nothing but white people. You know it was nothing but supremacist supremacy funded, and racist directed and produced. And fuck y'all. Anyway, so we watched the Them series, and we watched it up until we got to the episode. I was like, well, which episode did she slap her in at this point? Because at this point, I'm so mad. Because as you carry on to the series, what they are programming you to perceive into the series, is responsibility for their own oppression put back on them. Like they're crazy, so they're possessed or something. And so they hold some responsibility for their reaction for hate crimes being committed against them by white people. So, fuck that series and fuck the people that made it. But anyway, once we got to that episode where she slapped shit out of a white lady, it was so clear that they were transferring the responsibility for their racism onto the black family, and fuck that. So, yeah, we stopped watching it immediately. And clearly by then I realized that it was not by Jordan Peele, who I thought it was by, because that was the point. That's how they got black views to watch that bullshit. They, instead of us, it was called them. So you like, oh, Jordan did a series based off of the Us horror movie, and if you didn't watch Us, then you don't know it's not based off that. So you thinking you supporting Jordan Peele and his black cinema legendariness. Turns out, bait and switch by the bigots. Bait and switch yet again by the bigots. Not only bait and switch, but subliminal programming on top of it. Gaslight as fuck. That's one of their superpowers. They're not supremacists. They're actual inferiorists who have a God complex, which makes them feel superior. I mean, calling them supremacists is actually, you know, they come up with these terms that still, even though it's supposed to be something to be ashamed of, the sound and the root of the word is still based in glorifying that bullshit. Ooh, I feel like my eyes are turning red already. This hot water be activating that shit. Anyway, I wanted him to watch Us originally. And so after we got disappointed by them, I was like, okay, well, we got to watch Us, right? And then as season came upon us, I was like, well, I'm going to watch Us. So let's watch Us. He was like, oh, I got to be in the mood for it. So after he said that about 3 times, I was like, fuck him. I'm going to watch it myself. I'm going to support black horror movies myself, even though I'm not a horror movie person. And I'm scary where it comes to movies. And I don't even think I'm scary because it's scary. I think I'm scary because I have such a realization that I live in a world where where monsters are real and walking around every day and befriending your ass like they're not monsters until it's time to pounce. And then y'all come to me saying, you know what they did to me? And I'm like, no, girl, what they do to you? And then proceed to listen to them tell me what they did to them as if I didn't tell them what was going to be done to them by this type of motherfucker. And, ooh, they did that? That's horrible. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? You know? And then no matter what is said in that conversation, they're going to go back and give another undeserving psychopath, sociopath, a whole nother benefit of the doubt so it could get done to them again.